Chapter 14 Birds Come, Birds Go. Addition using shapes. There are 27 birds in a lake. Let's write 27 using tens and ones. Remember students, we have to use square for tens, triangle for ones. Let's write. Square for tens, triangle for ones. Now let's write 27. 27 means 2 tens and 7 ones. 2 tens, 7 ones. We can also write 27 as 2 squares, that means 2 tens, seven triangles means 7 ones. Now 18 more birds join them. So let's write 18. 18 means 1 tens and 8 ones. 1 tens, 8 ones. Let's write 18 using squares and triangles. 1 tens, so 1 square. 8 ones, so 8 triangles. Eight triangles. So how many birds altogether? We have to find total number of birds. So let's add them. Let us count number of triangles first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 and 15. Students, there are total 15 triangles. Now 15 means 1 tens and 5 ones. So, using these 10 triangles, I will make one more square. Now this means one more group of 10 birds. So now students, count and tell me, we are left with how many triangles? Count and tell me. Right, we are now left with 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 triangles. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Now let's count number of tens. That means squares. 1, 2, 3 and 4. So we have 4 squares. Four squares, 5 triangles. So, there are total 45 birds altogether. Let's solve it this way. We can say that 7 plus 8 is equal to 15. Now we know 15 means 1 tens and 5 ones. So, let's write 5 in ones column and 1 tens carry forward in tens column. Now let's add tens column. 1 plus 2 is equal to 3. 3 plus 1 is equal to 4. Now we have 4 tens and 5 ones. So the number is 45. So there are now 45 birds altogether. Now let us solve these examples. Square represents tens and triangle represents 1. 37 plus 44 is equal to how much? Let's count. Let's add ones first. 7 plus 4 is equal to 11. Now 11 means 1 tens and 1 ones. So let's write 1 ones in ones column. Now 1 tens carry forward. Let's add tens. 1 plus 3 is equal to 4 and 4 plus 4 is equal to 8. So students, now we have 8 tens, 1 ones. So the number is 81. So 37 plus 44 is equal to 81. Let's solve this example. 65 plus 27 is equal to how much? Let's count. Let's add ones first. 5 plus 7 is equal to 12. Now 12 means 1 tens and 2 ones. So let's write 2 in ones column. And 1 tens carry forward. Now tens. 1 plus 6 is equal to 7 and 7 plus 2 is equal to 9. So now we have 9 tens and 2 ones. So the number is 92. 65 plus 27 is equal to 92. Students, now let's solve this example. Seema sold 38 bags in the market. Next day, she sold 19 more bags. So, how many bags did she sell altogether? Let's solve this example using tens and ones method. We will use square for tens and a triangle for ones. Seema sold 38 bags. We can write 38 as 3 tens and 8 ones. So, let's write 38. 3 tens 8 ones. Next day, she sold 19 more bags. 19 means 1 tens and 9 ones. 1 tens, 9 ones. So how many bags did she sell altogether? We have to find total number of bags. So we will add them. 38 plus 19 is equal to how much? Let's find out. Let us first add ones. 8 plus 9 is equal to 17. Now 17 means 1 tens and 7 ones. So let's write 7 in ones column. 1 tens carry forward. Now tens. 1 plus 3 is equal to 4 and 4 plus 1 is equal to 5. So students, now we have 5 tens and 7 ones. So the number is 57. 38 plus 19 is equal to 57. So Seema sold altogether 57 bags in the market. Subtraction using shapes. I have 62 chocolates. My sister took 25 chocolates. So, how many chocolates left? Students, let's solve this example using the method of tens and ones. For tens, we will use a square. For ones, we will use a triangle. So, for this example, a square means a group of 10 chocolates. A triangle means single chocolates. Square for group of 10 chocolates. Triangle for single chocolates. I have 62 chocolates. 62 means 6 tens and 2 ones. My sister took 25 chocolates. 25 means 2 tens and 5 ones. 2 tens, 5 ones. Students, let us write these numbers using squares and triangles. 62, 6 tens, 2 ones. So, 6 squares, 2 triangles. Six squares, 2 triangles. Number 62. Number 25. 25 means 2 squares, 5 triangles. Two squares, 5 triangles. Number 25. Now we have to find number of chocolates left with me. So we will have to subtract. 62 minus 25. 5 is equal to how much? Let's find out. 2 minus 5. Students, we cannot subtract 5 triangles from 2 triangles. So, I will borrow from square. I will break this square and I will get 10 triangles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. So students, now we have 12 triangles. So we can take away 5 triangles from these 12 triangles. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Students, now let's count number of triangles left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. So, now we are left with 7 triangles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. Let us count squares. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. We have to take away 2 squares from these 5 squares. So, let's take away 1 and 2. Now, we are left with 1, 2 and 3. 3 squares. 3 squares, 7 triangles. So, the number is 37. Let us do it one more time using this method. Let us subtract ones first. 2 minus 5. Now students, we know that 2 minus 5 is not possible. So, let's borrow from tens. 6 becomes 5. 2 becomes 12. Now 12 minus 5 is equal to 7. Tens. 5 minus 2 is equal to 3. Now we have 3 tens, 7 ones. So the number is 37. So 62 minus 25 is equal to 37. So now there are 37 chocolates left with me. Let us solve these examples. Remember students, a square represents tens, triangle represents ones. 55 minus 37. Let us find out. 5 minus 7. Students, we cannot subtract 7 from 5. So, let us borrow 1 tens from tens. This 5 becomes 4. This 5 becomes 15. So now 15 minus 7 is 8. 4 minus 3 is 1. Now we have 1 tens, 8 ones. So the number is 18. 55 minus 37 is equal to 18. Let's solve this example. 70 minus 52. Let us subtract ones first. 0 minus 2. Students, we cannot subtract 2 from 0. So, let's borrow. 7 becomes 6. 0 becomes 10. Now, 10 minus 2 is equal to 8. Tens column. 6 minus 5 is equal to 1. Now we have 1 tens, 8 ones. So the number is 18. 70 minus 52 is equal to 18. Let us solve this example. Tina is 19 years old. Her grandfather is 68 years old. How many years older is her grandfather? Students, let's solve this example using the method of tens and ones. Remember students, we will use a square for tens, a triangle for ones. Let us read the sum once again. Tina is 19 years old. Her grandfather is 68 years old. How many years older is her grandfather? So, in this sum, we have to find the difference between the ages of Tina and her grandfather. So, for finding the difference, we will have to subtract the numbers. For this example, I will write the bigger number first and will subtract the smaller number from the bigger number. 68 is the bigger number. So, let us write 68. 68 means 6 tens, 8 ones. 19. 19 means 1 tens, 9 ones. Students, we have to find the difference. So, we will subtract. Let us subtract ones first. 8 minus 9. Students, we cannot subtract 9 from 8. So, we will borrow. 6 becomes 5. 8 becomes 18. Now, 18 minus 9 is equal to 9. Tens. 5 minus 1 is equal to 4. Now we have 4 tens, 9 ones. So the number is 49. 68 minus 19 is equal to 49. So the difference between ages of Tina and her grandfather is 49. Students, we can also say it in this manner. So, Tina's grandfather is 49 years older than Tina. Find the answer orally and circle it. Students, now let us solve these examples orally and quickly. Let's start. 61 plus 15. 1 plus 5 is 6. 6 plus 1 is 7. So 61 plus 15 is equal to 76. Let's circle number 76. 54 plus 28. 4 plus 8 is 12. So 2 here, 1 carry forward. Carry forward 1 plus 5 plus 2 is equal to 8. So 54 plus 28 is equal to 82. Let's circle 82. 37 minus 24. 7 minus 4 is 3. 3 minus 2 is 1. So 37 minus 24 is equal to 13. Let's circle number 13. 73 minus 48. 3 minus 8. Students, we cannot subtract 8 from 3. So, let's borrow. 7 becomes 6. 3 becomes 13. Now, 13 minus 8 is 5. 6 minus 4 is 2. 73 minus 48 is equal to 25. Now let's circle 25. So students, now we have solved all these sums orally and quickly. Add any two numbers to get the answer. Students, here we have a different kind of sum. We already have the answer 25 and we have to find two numbers, addition of which is 25. Remember students, to get a particular number, we can use combination of various numbers. For example, to get answer 25, I can use 10 plus 15. Now 10 plus 15 is equal to 25. Similarly, I can write 20 plus 5 for getting 25. I can give you one more combination. 12 plus 13 is also equal to 25. So, for getting answer 25, we have used 10 plus 15, 20 plus 5 and 12 plus 13. So, for getting any particular number, we can use various numbers. Answer of all these combination is 25. Subtracting a combination of any two numbers to get the answer. Students, here we have a different kind of sum. We have answer 15. We have to find two numbers, subtraction of which is 15. Remember students, to get a particular number, we can use combination of any two numbers. For example, to get 15, I can say 20 minus 5 is equal to 15. So 20 minus 5 is equal to 15. Similarly, 25 minus 10 is also equal to 15. Let us write one more combination. 40 minus 25. 40 minus 25 is equal to 15. So finally, answer of all these combinations is 15. So students, I have used various numbers to get a particular number, that is 15. Cross me out. Students, let's find answers quickly and cross out the numbers. 12 plus 15. 2 plus 5 is 7. 1 plus 1 is 2. So 12 plus 15 is equal to 27. Let's find 27. 27. Let's solve next sum. 24 plus 48. So 4 plus 8 is equal to 12. 2 here, 1 carry forward. Now carry forward 1 plus 2 plus 4 is equal to 7. So 24 plus 48 is equal to 72. Let's find 72 and cross it. Next sum. 26 plus 13. So 6 plus 3 is equal to 9. 2 plus 1 is 3. So 26 plus 13 is equal to 39. Let's find 39. Number 39. Next sum. 38 minus 22. 8 minus 2 is 6. 3 minus 2 is 1. So 38 minus 22 is equal to 16. Let's find 16. Number 16. Next sum. 50 minus 12. So 0 minus 2. Students, we cannot subtract 2 from 0. So let's borrow. 5 becomes 4. 0 becomes 10. So now 10 minus 2 is 8. And 4 minus 1 is 3. So 50 minus 12 is equal to 38. Let's cross number 38. Number 38. Let us solve this sum. 82 minus 49. So 2 minus 9. Students, we cannot subtract 9 from 2. So let us borrow. 8 becomes 7. 2 becomes 12. Now 12 minus 9 is 3. 7 minus 4 is 3. So 82 minus 49 is equal to 33. Let us find number 33 and cross it. 33. So students, we have solved these sums quickly and cancelled the numbers. Sanika collects money and writes it down. She also buys various things and writes it down. Now let us see in the month of January what she did. On 3rd January, her brother gave rupees 80. On 8th January, she bought a pencil for rupees 12. On 12th January, she bought a book costing rupees 25. On 25th January, her auntie gave her rupees 34. So now students, we have to find how much money left with Sanika at the end of January. First, let us find out the money she collected. On 3rd January, brother gave her rupees 80. Collection rupees 80. On 25th January, auntie gave her rupees 34. We have to find total money she collected. So, let us add 80 rupees plus 34 rupees. 0 plus 4 is 4. 8 plus 3 is equal to 11. So, total she collected rupees 114. Now, let us find out money she spent. On 8th January, she bought a pencil for rupees 12. Rupees 12. On 12th January, she bought one book for rupees 25. Rupees 25. Now, to find out the total of amount spent, let us add 12 plus 25. 2 plus 5 is 7. 1 plus 2 is 3. So, rupees 12 plus rupees 25 is equal to rupees 37. Now students, we have to find how much money left with her at the end of January. So, to find the final amount, we will subtract amount spent from amount collected. That is, we will subtract rupees 37 from rupees 114. Let us subtract. Four minus 7. Students, we cannot subtract 7 from 4. So, let us borrow. 1 becomes 0. 4 becomes 14. Now 14 minus 7 is 7. 0 minus 3. Students, we cannot subtract 3 from 0. So, let us borrow. 1 becomes 0. 0 becomes 10. Now, we will subtract 3 from 10. That is 7. So, 114 minus 37 is equal to 77. So, at the end of January, Sanika is left with rupees 77.